Oh, you guys, things just got messy between Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. And guess what? It all centers around their daughter, North, and a song featuring Diddy. Yeah, Diddy. The drama is piping hot and it's got the internet doing backflips, so let's get into it. Okay, so here's the scoop. Kanye, who now goes by Ye, just dropped a new track called Lonely Roads, Still Go to Sunshine. Kind of poetic, right? But hold up, it's not just any song. It features their daughter, Northwest, who's only 11, mind you, plus Diddy and Diddy's son, Christian King Combs. Now here's where it gets spicy. He didn't just release the song quietly. Nope. He posted it on X, formerly Twitter, and it felt like a big watch me do what I want move aimed right at Kim. Fans instantly picked up on the fact that Kim was not happy about this, like, at all. Word is, she had actually been trying behind the scenes to stop the song from coming out in the first place. And how do we know that? Because Ye aired out their private convos online. Classic Ye, right? Once Kim found out North was involved in the song, she hit full panic mode. I mean, did he? Right now? With everything swirling around him legally and all the serious accusations? Of course, Kim didn't want her daughter caught up in that mess. So she lawyered up fast. Like, we're talking cease and desist letters sent to Ye kind of fast. According to TMZ, Kim was serious. She brought in a mediator and even a judge for an emergency hearing. Sources say Kanye didn't even bother to show up. But apparently, he did promise not to drop the song. And then, well, he dropped it anyway. Now here's where things go even deeper. Kim actually trademarked North's name a while back, and not just for fun. It was a business move. Celebs do this all the time to protect their kids' names for future branding stuff, like product lines or shows. That's also how fans sometimes find out celeb baby names before they're even announced. Those trademarks are public. So technically, North's name is a protected brand, and Kim owns it. That means if anyone, even Ye, wants to use North's name for something public or commercial, like a song, they need her green light. Yeah, he was not having it. He jumped on social media again and posted screenshots of their texts saying he didn't even know about the trademark and felt totally left out of the decision making. He was venting hard, calling it unfair that Kim could just trademark their daughter's name without his say. He even posted this image showing that Kim is listed as the sole owner of all trademarks related to North's name. And he added a message asking fans what they think about it all. But the legal mess doesn't stop there. Because using North's name without permission doesn't just break their co-parenting agreement from 2022, it could also count as a legal violation under both state and federal law. And Kim's legal team made that very clear. She made it known that she doesn't believe being part of this project is in North's best interest. So Kanye went full internet meltdown mode and dropped some serious receipts. He started posting screenshots of private texts with Kim, like real personal ones. One of the screenshots showed Yes straight up telling her, "I'm never speaking with you again," which is already yikes. And Kim? She clapped back real quick. She basically said, "I asked you if I could trademark her name. You said yes. When she turns 18, it's hers. Stop acting brand new." And she didn't stop there. She reminded him that she even sent over legal paperwork to try to keep North off that song with Diddy. Not to be shady, but with all the mess Diddy's been in lately, it's easy to see why Kim hit the brakes. She was like, "Look, we agreed from the beginning I'd handle the trademarks for all the kids so no one could snatch their names and use them for random stuff." Which, honestly, is pretty standard in Hollywood parent world. But Ye wasn't having any of it. He attached a doc showing Kim legally owns every single trademark tied to North's name. Yep, she's got full control over how it's used. And using her name for that song? That's a legal no-no under their 2022 agreement. Kim's team is saying it's not just about parenting, it's about breaking the law. Then things got really dark. Kanye started spiraling in his posts, venting about how he feels shut out from raising his own kids. He said he doesn't just want to see them, he wants to have control over their lives, who their friends are, what school they go to, whether or not they wear lip gloss, everything. He claimed those choices have all been taken away from him by, quote, the Kardashian mob, Hulu, Disney, and some mysterious agenda using their kids as pawns to influence Black people. He even said it feels like he's in prison when he sees his kids, and that he doesn't care if he's alive or dead, free or locked up. It got real heavy. Then, in true Kanye fashion, he ended one of the posts with a wild and super offensive message. And right after that, he dropped the song. The one Kim begged him not to release. The one with North and Diddy. Yep, he dropped that song. And even though he later deleted it, along with all his other rants, you already know it was too late. The internet moves fast, and copies of that track are now floating everywhere. The part that really stings for Kim, this is exactly what she was trying to prevent. And the internet seems to agree with her for once. People are standing behind her big time. Like, even folks who don't like Kim were like, yeah, she's completely right on this one. And no one, and I mean no one, is blaming North. She's just a kid. She probably has no clue who Diddy is, let alone why his name is trending for all the wrong reasons. She's being used as a pawn, and people are mad at Ye for dragging her into all of this. The reactions online? Brutal. One person said, going to war over using your kid in a Diddy song? That's unhinged behavior. Others called it sick, saying Kanye is the same man who used to rage about keeping his kids off camera. And now here he is putting his daughter on a track with that man. Another person said what we're all thinking. You don't have to be a Kim K fan to be horrified by what Kanye is putting her and their kids through. And TikTok? Whew. People on there are absolutely letting Ye have it. One creator said, I never thought I'd be on Kim Kardashian's side, but here I am. And then they followed it up with the line that's basically summed up this whole mess. Like, are you cool? Because what you just did, that's not cool, that's diabolical. One comment said what a lot of kids with divorced parents are probably feeling, this whole thing, it's why co-parenting should be an Olympic sport. Because nobody deserves to go through this mess. Let's get into it because this whole situation is way deeper than just a celebrity disagreement. It's about a mother trying to protect her kid and a father turning it into a game of control. So, Ye made the choice to put North on a track with Diddy, a man currently facing multiple allegations and sitting in jail. Like, who wakes up and says, you know what would be a good idea? Putting my 11-year-old daughter on a song with someone being accused of some of the worst stuff imaginable? It's not just tone deaf, it's borderline dangerous. Kim didn't just ask Ye not to release the song. She went full-on legal mode. She sent official documents. She trademarked North's name years ago to make sure no one could use it without permission. She tried to block the release to keep her daughter from being associated with a scandal this huge. And yeah, he straight up ignored her. Dropped the track anyway. It's like he looked at all the red flags and thought, let's do it for the drama, and let's pause on that trademark part for a second. Kim didn't trademark North's name just to be petty. She did it to protect her daughter's identity, because in Hollywood, your name can become a brand before you even hit high school. So when Ye used North's name and voice in that song without Kim's sign-off, he was crossing both legal and parental lines. That's why people online are saying, this isn't co-parenting, this is sabotage. It also shows a pattern. He has a history of turning family issues into public spectacles. Remember when he flipped out over North being on TikTok? Or when he dragged Kim on social media over which school the kids should attend? Every time there's a disagreement, he runs straight to the internet, looking for validation. And now, once again, he's using their daughter as a pawn in this never-ending tug of war. But what's truly heartbreaking is North being caught in the middle. She's a kid. She didn't ask to be a part of this mess. She probably just thought she was doing something cool with her dad. She likely has no idea who Diddy really is, what he's been accused of, or how deep the situation goes. And she shouldn't have to. That's what parents are for, to protect their children from things they're too young to understand. And that's exactly what Kim's trying to do here. She's not being dramatic. She's being a mom. A mom who's had to deal with her ex constantly making reckless choices, saying shocking things, and then hiding behind freedom of expression as an excuse for chaos. And this time, people aren't shrugging it off. Even people who normally roll their eyes at the Kardashians are like, yeah, Kim's doing what any decent parent would do. What's wild is Ye used to be super against exposing his kids to the public. He used to rage against the idea of them being in the spotlight. But now, he's out here putting North on a track with one of the most controversial figures of the moment, a move that feels less about music and more about proving that he's still in charge. And that's what makes this whole thing feel so disturbing. It's not about what's best for North. It's about Ye refusing to be told no, about him using his daughter to score points in a power struggle he started years ago. The public isn't stupid. They're seeing through it, and it's not a good look. This isn't just messy, it's harmful, and the internet's not staying quiet about it either. TikTok, Twitter, comment sections everywhere. People are going off. They're calling it sick, twisted, even diabolical. Not because it's Yee, but because when it comes to kids, there's supposed to be a line you don't cross. And here, he crossed it boldly, publicly, and he's getting dragged for it. At the end of the day, this isn't about music, it's not about fame. It's about a little girl being pulled into adult drama she never asked for, all because one parent is trying to keep her safe and the other is trying to make a point. Whether you're Team Kim, Team Ye, or don't care about either, one thing's for sure: North deserves better than this. But what do you think? Was Kim right to try and block the song? Do you think Ye crossed a line putting North on a track with Diddy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you all have to say about this one.